Welcome, sweet yogis. My name is Sarah. We'll get started flat on your mat, on your back in Shavasana. Your feet, take them to the wide corners of your mat. Let your toes fan out. Lie flat on your back, hands at your side body. And nowhere to go, nothing to do. We're just kind of taking our own pulse. Breathe in through your nose. And out through the nose or mouth. You can use these first couple breaths to just take a little inquiry into how you're showing up today. If it serves you, close your eyes. If it doesn't, you can cover them with a t-shirt or a towel. Wiggle around, fidget, however you need to. And then on this next breath, start to soften in. Deep breath in through your nose, filling up your belly, your ribs, your chest. And exhale through your nose, chest, ribs, belly, all kind of deflate. Let's do it again. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Reach the arms back, feet towards the front of the room. Full body stretch. And then pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a huge hug. Tee out your arms. On your next out breath, your knees drop to the left. Your gaze goes to the right. And we'll come back to center. Dropping your knees to the right, your gaze goes to the left. I just got a puppy, so if you hear any barks, it's just my puppy getting used to being downstairs away from me. Let's take our hands to the backs of our knees and we'll take a couple roll ups. So we're rolling long ways on the mat. Inhale and exhale pulls you forward. Inhale, maybe your feet find the space behind your head. Exhale forward. Let's take one more. And then meet me at the top of your mat in boat pose, Navasana. We can have our toes on the mat. We can have our toes pointing forward at about 90 degrees, the knee bend, or you can straighten the legs. Wherever you're at today is perfect. Use your hands to assist and support whenever you need to today. Chin up, sternum lifted, shoulders, scapula. Imagine they're sliding into your back pockets. So they just stick right in your back pockets. This visual gets us away from like shoulders, away from ears, because sometimes that just doesn't resonate with me. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, let's hold our low boat or canoe. Again, inhale boat. Exhale low boat. Inhale boat, cross your ankles, plant your hands, plant your feet, or walk it back, downward facing dog. I invite you to pedal out your feet here. So walk your dog from side to side, waking up the joints, waking up the posterior chain that runs along the back side of your body. And whatever you had to endure to get to yoga today, thank you for being here. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And exhale, walk or float, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Root to rise, come all the way up, arms up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Set an intention for your class. It's a short class today, so just, why do you need yoga? Some of us find it to clear the chatter of the mind. Some of us find it to get more flexible, to gain balance. Wherever you're here, set an intention. We'll seal it in with the cleansing breath, in through the nose and out through the nose. Arms at your side body. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk or float it back. Chaturanga. Roll over the toes or keep your belly on the mat for your cobra or even your bhujangasana, that's that low cobra. Curl under your toes, downward facing dog. I'm going to have to shut the door. Take 5 breaths in your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Okay, distraction. How do we react on our 2x6 sets your yoga mat? Some of us might practice yoga with kids running around. Some of us might practice outdoors. Just bringing an awareness to how each of those elements of your surroundings is making you feel inside. Holding up the mirror, noticing the reactions. Last in breath here. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, let the walker lightly hop, tapping your mat. Halfway lift, peel up. Exhale, forward fold for your flexion. Root to rise, come all the way up, arms up, reach up, look up. Exhale, pull it into your heart. Arms at side body, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, walker floated back, chaturanga. Roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Roll back over the toes, Adho Mukha Savasana. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walker float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, we're coming all the way up, up, up. Arms up, reach up, pull it into your heart space. And then your arms are at your side body, Samasthiti. We're ready to move into our Sun Salutation B. Inhale, sweep up, arms up, chair. Utkatasana, sink your hips low, keep your knees in one line, gaze up. On your exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, walk or float it back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale, or cobra. Cobra feels better for me today. And exhale, down dog. We'll immediately step the right foot in between the hands, dial down the back heel, warrior one. Give yourself some space here. Sometimes we fly through these Surya Namaskaras. Breathe. Sink on every exhale. Lengthen on every inhale. Let's take 3 rounds of breath here in your Sun Salutation, warrior one. You can also take your hands at ease, at prayer, or at rest. You can take them all the way down. Deep breath in. On your out breath, hands straddle your front foot steps back, chaturanga. Unravel to up dog or cobra. Roll back over the toes, downward facing dog. Step the left foot in between the hands, warrior one. So you're dialed in with the back heel. Equal amount of weight in both feet. Huge flexion in the front knee. Turn your right hip forward, pull your left hip point back. So we're really working on maneuvering this chest and the shoulders towards the front of the house. And give yourself some space here to play with your breath. Deep breaths in. The same depth of breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hands down. Front foot steps back. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, step it all the way through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise up or high on the ball of the back toes. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Let's turn our palms up, give our shoulders a nice little reprieve. And if you imagine that you're just any energy that's surrounding you, palms turned up, you're ready to receive it. Gaze forward. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach up and back. And exhale, spiral yourself down. So we're in runner stretch now. Still high up on the ball of the back toe. Left leg is charged. Sternum's up, chin up. Beautiful. From here, TP your fingers, put them on the top corners of your mat. Inhale for your standing split or your leg raise. And then exhale, feet meet, you're at the top of the mat, bone by bone. Roll all the way up. All right, inhale, chair. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, walk or float it back. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog, exhale. We have another side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Crescent on the in-breath. Take your time here. Next breath in, we lengthen. Exhale, pivot your foot of your back foot to heel down. And then open your palms up to receive. Inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. And exhale, spirals you out of this, palms flat, into a runner's lunge. Fingertips, gaze forward, sternum lifted. Take your hands to the wide edges of the top of your mat. Inhale for your leg raise, your standing split. Beautiful, and then feet meet you at the top of your mat, bone by bone. We'll roll it all the way up. Inhale, Supta Utkatasana. Exhale, big twist to the left, look back. Inhale up, grab opposite elbows, sink your hips down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair again. This time we go exhale right, gaze follows your back hand. Inhale up, grab opposite elbows, pull your elbows back, and exhale, forward fold. Separate your feet, let your head hang heavy, and we'll rock from side to side. We're rocking from side to side. Let your hands find the mat. Scoot your feet about hip width distance so that your hip bone is aligned with your ankle bone. Right hand plants. Inhale, take the left arm all the way up, facilitating that twist through the chest. So more so than sometimes we want to turn with the low back first. I want us to start by broadening through the shoulder blade, through the collarbone, gazing up, taking our left hand to follow. And the right knee will almost bend like intuitively to facilitate more of a twist. Breathe in. And exhale, both hands down. Switch sides. Left hand plants in the middle. Take the right arm up, gaze to follow your right hand. Popping the left knee if you need a little bit more of a twist. Beautiful. One more big breath. In, and on your out breath, forward fold, Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Bone by bone, roll all the way up. Inhale, arms up. Take your right knee into your chest. And with your right peace fingers, your pointer in your middle, we're grabbing our big toe. Left hand comes to our hip. Extend or keep it bent in front of you. So if it's bent, this pose for you is about the balance. Can we stay balanced on the left leg? Rooting through the ball mound and the heel. If you're finding the extension today, we are balancing and we're finding flexibility, keeping your hip points in line, but keeping the nice extension along the back side of the right leg. From here, we'll take both hands to your hips, whether you have a bent knee or a straight leg. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, swing your right foot back, warrior three. My hands stayed at my hips. For full expression of Virabhadrasana 3, your arms will allow for wobble. Your arms are in front of you. Fingers can be interlaced. You can take a mudra, thumbs interlaced, or you can steeple your fingers. What we want is a straight line of energy from your fingertips all the way out your back heel. Balance is wicked off today, that's okay. Pull your toes into your kneecap, take a breath in. On your exhale, micro bend the front knee, plant the back toes, crescent lunge. Sink and soften in your crescent lunge. And now we'll slowly bring your hands to the heart, drop the back knee. So you've made two boxes, like 90-degree boxes. You have a box here, and then you have another 90-degree angle in the back leg. Take your hands, interlace them, stick them on top of your femur. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Keep tucking your chin. Scoop the pelvis under, and you'll feel a nice, beautiful stretch right here in the psoas. This is a muscle that we don't stretch and target a lot. Take your time here. And the more that you scoop the pelvis under, find that cat stretch in the cervical spine, the more you will feel it up front. Beautiful, and from here we'll look up. Let's go ahead and plant our hands and find runner's lunge. Take both hands to the inside of your left foot for your lizard pose. And you can really sink and soften here. Maybe even the back knee comes down and the top of the foot comes down, reaching around with the back hand for a quad stretch. This is just an advancement today. We might stay in lizard lunge. We can go into the bind if it feels good to us. If you took the bind, nose to the back of the house. Beautiful. Slowly unravel and take both hands down. We'll move back into our half split. This is our Ardha Hanumasana with the option to venture into your full split for a challenge. So you would simply inchworm your hands forward and drop your hips. If you've been coming for a while and have your full split, awesome. If you don't, I want you to hang out with me in your half split. If you're pregnant, your body is very flexible, and just because you can doesn't mean you should. So if you've never visited full splits before and you are pregnant, I advise you to stay here. We do not want to move into a place where we injure ourselves, and sometimes we can do that when we overstretch. Let's walk the hands forward, plant the hands, send the left leg sky high, 3-leg dog, and then you're back in your downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, exhale, walk or float, top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, fold. Root to rise, let's come all the way up. And hands to heart. All right, this time we'll take the opposite knee into the chest. So we'll take our left knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. And from here, we find that leg extension or knee raise. So you're straightening out through the left side. For me, it helps to take my peace finger and my pointer finger to my big toe. This just makes my hips level and it keeps me aligned. Spine is nice and straight, sternum up, chin up. Now, wherever you are with a bent knee or a straight leg, hands to hips. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, swing your left leg back for Virabhadrasana 3. Rooted through the 3 corners of the right foot. Your standing leg is loaded. If you're falling into the low back, I invite you to take your hands to your hips or behind you. Flex the left foot. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, bend your front knee, plant the back toes. Crescent lunge, inhale. Beautiful. We'll slowly start to take crescent lunge to our mat. Hands move through your heart. Drop the back knee, top of the foot down. So again, you've made those 2 blocks. From here, take a basket hand. So interlace your fingers, stick them on your femur. Inhale, look up. And exhale, chin to chest. Tack the bowl of your pelvis. And you should be able to feel that pretty quickly from about your left hip point all the way down the musculature of your leg to your knee. Inhale, look up. Let's drop our hands and shift your hips back. Great time to visit your splits. If you have your splits on one side, try it on here no matter what it looks like. So we'll wiggle on into our full split if it's available to you. And if it's not available, or if you're like super duper close, you can stick a blanket or a pillow underneath. And if you are following me today, let's stay in our half split. Wherever you are, let's walk it forward, runner's lunge. Bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. If you're feeling flexible today, drop your back knee, top of your back foot down. Reach around with your right hand for the bind. Slowly release your foot. And from here, we'll make our way into your 3-leg dog. Right leg lifts. And feet meet. You're in downward facing dog. Inhale, shift your weight forward into plank pose, belly in, knit your top ribs back. Right hand to the center of your mat. Inhale, open to Vashisthasana, side plank. Drop your knee if you lose your balance. So I'm all crazy out of balance today. I think it's my allergies. Taking note without judgment where we are. Pulling your transverse abdominis up, up, up. We're locking in our right shoulder blade into the body. So we do not want to hyperextend here. Let go of this, this notion that we have to have a perfect pose, okay? We do not want to slump or fall into our joint space. We want to be fully supported, and if that means dropping a knee to find that support, please drop your knee. One more breath here. And then from here, we'll close it back into your plank pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Beautiful. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Plant your left hand at the center of your mat. We're twirling the body open to the right side of the house for your Vashisthasana, your side plank. Lifting, lifting, lifting through your core. You can stack your feet. Know that you can always drop the left knee to modify, to make it your own. Take one more breath here. And then from here, we'll drop both forearms for your turbo plank. Belly in again. And you can stay here, you can start to rock your hips, dip for just 5, maybe 6. Working your obliques. Drop your knees, big toes touch, knees go wide, hips back, fingers forward, child's pose. Take your hands in front of you, palms together, fingertips to the sky. Beautiful, inhale, look up. And we'll take half pigeon, right leg first. Right leg goes forward. We have this beautiful flexed foot. Make sure your foot is flexed to protect your knee. And the more it moves away, the more intense it'll be, the more it moves inward. Not easier, but less challenging it'll be. So go where you need to go. And when you're ready, find that forward fold. You can also take this on the back in the supine position. It would look like a figure 4 cross. Let's take 5 deep, generous breaths right here. Extending the exhalation with every round of breath, moving us more into that rest and digest mode, getting us out of the parasympathetic, getting us out of the sympathetic into the parasympathetic, ready to relax, to refuel. Take one more breath here. And we'll take our hands underneath our shoulders and simply switch sides. So rock the body to the right, take the left leg in front of you, take your right leg back, top of your foot down, flex the left foot, inhale, lengthen through your spine, and exhale, find a forward fold. Letting go of any muscular engagement, any clinging along the left side of the body. Last 3 breaths. Beautiful, and last one. Put your hands underneath your shoulders. Let's push it back up. Send both feet in front of you. Your feet are flexed. And we will pull our kneecaps up, lift your heels, sit up nice and tall, hands at your side, push your palms of your hands into the earth, shoulders slide down and back. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, lead with your lowest rib, catch your feet. This is Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. If your legs are super tight today, take a pretty generous bend in your knees so that your chest and thighs are connected. And then with every exhale, see if we can flatten out the legs a little bit more. Inhale, look up, and on your exhale, lie flat on your mat, on your back. And if you have a band or a robe tie, I want you to grab that. I have a band today. I don't know where my yoga strap is, but I have a band. Bands will work, rope ties will do, any type of, even a towel will do. So we're on our back and you have your band or your towel. Take your left leg up to the sky and loop your towel or your band around the arch of your foot. This right leg can stay bent, it can also be straight. And we're just going to use the biceps to pull the left leg a little closer to us. This is an assisted stretch, much like when you would go receive from a trainer, you know, pre or post game. Get very intentional about your breath. These next 3 rounds, deep breath in, lengthen your leg. Deep breath out, use your biceps to pull your leg closer to you. This is a very active stretch. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, pull towards you. Last one like this. Inhale. And exhale. Now I want you to loosen your slack on your strap. And I want you to see if you can let go of any muscular engagement, starting at the big toe, working all the way down ankle, calf, knee, thigh, hip socket. I want you to let go of any muscular engagement. Just feel the leg, bringing an awareness to every inch of your left leg. And then from here, we'll take the left leg over to the left diagonal, no striving. If it bends on the way out, that's okay. We're more focused on the opening of the hip than we are on the lengthening of the hamstring. And we'll cross it over the body, pull the knee in. You can ditch the strap at this time. And take it across your midline over to the right. And your gaze comes towards me, to the left. Coming back towards center, pull both knees into your chest, give yourself a big hug. Now I want you to take both legs up, and I want you to bring an awareness to the sensations of your left leg, and then the sensations of your right leg, and see if you notice any differences. Now we'll hook our band or our towel on the heel, or not the heel, the arch of the right foot. Send your left knee and your foot down, or extend the leg. Deep breath in, lengthen through your right leg. On your exhale, use your biceps to pull your leg a little bit closer to you. 3 rounds of breath here, every single one of them. Methodical, intentional. Taking 1 more round. And now as this leg is up, toes towards the kneecap, let go of your band, release the tension, and let go of any muscular engagement, bring an awareness to the big toe, the ankle, the shin, the knee, the thigh, the hip socket. And we'll slowly start to peel open from the hip joint, taking this out to the diagonal, or maybe with a bent knee for your half happy baby. Either way, and again, we really are looking to open the hip. So if your leg is bent, it's a beautiful place to be. Pull it back to center, ditch your band, deep breath in. And on your out breath, cross your midline, gaze goes over to the right. Coming back to center, take both feet up for your waterfall pose. Point and flex your feet. Circle your ankles, switch directions when it feels right. And then your hands will find the edges of your feet for blissful baby. We'll slowly start to rock from side to side. Pull your knees together And we'll take our heels as close as we can to the sits bones. Close as you can to your hips. Arms at your side, palms down. On a deep breath in, pull up through your pelvic floor like you're almost doing Nick Eagle. And we'll lift, lift, lift from our pelvic floor. Lumbar comes up, thoracic, cervical spine. And we'll interlace our hands underneath our sacrum. Pinkies down. This is bridge. You can take it a little bit further by tucking your shoulders underneath you. Know that that's just a variation, not necessary. Still bridge, either pose. Heels drive into the earth. Hips lift, glutes are squeezed and engaged. Even your quads are engaged here. And on your next exhale, untuck your shoulders bone by bone. Come all the way down. Pull your knees into your chest. Forehead maybe meets your knees. And then we'll take our arms overhead, feet long. Take all your limbs over to the left. Cross your right ankle over your left. Pull your right arm. And we'll switch sides, pulling everything over to the right. Coming back to center. If there's anything else you need for your practice, this time is yours. We have 5 full minutes for Shavasana, so I invite you to close your eyes. I invite you to just let the wave of breath wash over you and let the body assimilate all of the poses that you just did. It's part of you now, and it is a special tool that we use to counter stress in our environments. So again, the video will end, but I invite you to take the next 5 minutes, even if that means setting a timer for yourself, so that you really know that you've sealed in your practice. And stillness is sometimes the hardest part for yoga, but it's why we practice. It's why we get into these shapes so that we may rest. So I'll set you up in a nice Shavasana. Your feet are about the width of your mat. Your palms turn up. If you need a little bit more touch today, one hand to heart, one hand to belly. And your eyes are soft. If you have a towel or a t-shirt, I invite you to cover your eyes with it. Set the alarm on your phone and know where to go. Nothing to do. Just bring an awareness to the natural rhythm of your breath for the next 5 minutes. It's been my honor to guide you through your practice. Namaste.